Yo guys, what's up? It's your girl Dev, and today we're going to talk about the level 7 pass, and I'm not live streaming this pass. There's a few reasons why in this video we're going to talk about why I'm not going to be live streaming the pass, and some other reasons as well, but I'm super excited because this is our opportunity to face an Imperium. Again, we did level 4 pass at the zone 5, and now we're doing it at the level 7 pass, and we're just going to talk about that and kind of discuss what's going on. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see all the war reports, the live footage, and everything from if you've missed it, if you weren't able to tune in live watching it over my city, you can see the reports later on. So don't forget to subscribe to see more of that. But sit back and enjoy the ride. So let's first cover the preparation into fighting our enemies here in Wind Camp. So the first thing that we did was completely cover every inch of possible land inside of Zone 6. Now, a lot of strategies go into play whenever you're doing this, but it's very important that you do cover all of the zone, because then they can just fort drop somewhere and take out like a bunch of the alliances nearby and can really mess up your opportunities at the level 8 pass, which will open up shortly after the 7, which is like 3 or 4 days away. Now, we took care of getting this zone all prepped and ready, and in the meantime, we had some pretty crazy things happen. Like right after that zone opened, we're like, we've got maintenance happening, okay? So let's take that to our advantage. So what we did was we dropped 2 forts right on the YSG Bastion. We weren't able to get the YSG Bastion from just fighting in the zone, so we're like, well, hey, they didn't cover it with forts. So why don't we just drop 2 forts on it during maintenance? That'll give us at least 24 to 36 hours to defend and hold those so people can get the Bastion quests. Well, it worked. And here's a quick screenshot of what it looked like. And we held it for like 34 hours, I believe. It was fun. It was exciting to see, because they were like, really, they're doing this? And they tried to stop it like 30 minutes prior, but we had dropped it right at the time where they didn't have enough time to build flags to it, so it worked out really perfectly. So I was able to unlock YSG. I still haven't unlocked Charlemagne or Chao Cao yet, because my ass is too lazy to change alliances and go over it and finish that. I probably should, but anyways, moving on. We talked about what happened in the zone up here. We had a couple of ruin fights. The last ruin fight that we did was during 1-0 or Wind Camp's active time, and we held them off for about an hour. It was pretty exciting, but they do have the troops in the mass numbers. We were able to kind of hunker down on top of the altar and, prevent them. But they were super crazy watching them go through the pass and come over, and 30 minutes, we had people there, we had like troops here, we had troops here, and we're all like ready to go. And then all of a sudden, like with 30 minutes before the altar opened, they just swarmed all of their marches, and that was just it. Like, that was it. We didn't even survive the first altar. We did get a chance at a secondary option here, and I will say that we put up a really good fight, and we do definitely try to fight more than just get the free ruins, but sometimes that happens, and it's nice to get some free ruins. In the north, we have Fire Camp fighting Earth Camp, and that should be a pretty decent battle overall. I haven't had a chance to look at Earth Camp's territory to see if they had any open spots. I don't think they have any. And Fire Camp, we reviewed them as well. They're going to have their entire zone covered. So it's pretty interesting to see how this is going to play out. And the reason why I am not live streaming this specific zone, as you can see here, that they've got a ton of territory taken away, and Fire Camp was finally able to entrap Earth Camp into their level 4 pass. Now, why am I not live streaming this war? Well, To be honest, there isn't a whole lot that goes on at the level 7 pass because it comes down to strategy of the pass. Who gets it first, which means that they're going to have the most morale overall because they get the first chance at zeroing cities. And let me tell you, there are cities off territory on both sides. Up top, down below, here, there, everywhere, farmers, not farmers, people are everywhere off territory, okay? And they're out of alliance, and you can only do so much to teach people to stay on territory. Don't leave the alliance, going offline, go back to the other zone, or join a farmer alliance where they're not going to kick you. Either way, people are going to get zeroed, both sides. I don't know how many troops are going to be lost. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely insane. With all of that aside, talking about the fact that there's only the pass. So you're going to have troops in front of the pass, you're going to have troops garrisoning the pass, there's going to be some rallies on the forts that are guarding the pass, and there could be people dropping coalition so that they can double and triple rally the pass. There's going to be counter rallies. For me, that's not super exciting content because it's just the pass. I'm probably not going to be doing a whole bunch of open field marches because my resources and my speed ups are stupid low. But I'm going to do my best to fight, and I'm just going to garrison and fill rallies, which is what I would like to do because I need my troops to die off a little bit. So, but I already meet the quota for points this season, and that's okay. I'll continue to kill them off, and it's no worries. But the point is, there isn't much going on. Now, in 3 days from right now, the level 8 pass opens. So it's all about defending the zone that we have until that pass opens. Once that pass opens, Kingsland. That's it. Then it's like balls to the wall. Who's going to take all at the Zig? And will Water Camp be able to hold back Earth Camp? Well, will Water Camp be able to hold back Wind Camp, and will Fire Camp quickly eliminate Earth Camp so that it makes it that Fire will come down and help us with Wind, or will Wind take a pass? Because on Sunday is Arc League, and both 1008 and Mimi they're both in Arc League. I mean, HMB is as well, so we're going to be in the same situation, but it'll be interesting to see how it all actually plays out, and it'll be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be really interesting and fun at the same time. And the next thing that we're going to do now is get our commanders ready. Now, essentially, I'm not making a whole bunch of changes to my commanders. I already have my loadouts preset and ready to go for this war. I don't think I'm going to need Zenobia, and I'm just going to need a lot of infantry, archers, and cav marches, and essentially that's just going to be used to fill rallies and garrisons. I'm probably going to have a siege march as well ready to go. Other than that, I don't see my commanders changing too much. Now, I will say that I unlocked Pakal. I'm super excited to use him, but the thing is, I haven't decided if I'm just going to do his skills yet, because we just got some new cav commanders. In about 3.5 to 4 months, we should see a new set of commanders that will be infantry. So I'm kind of going to wait, because if it's going to be anything like the commanders that are coming out now, those new infantry ones might be a meta. I don't know. So I would rather keep my 12 to 1300 sculptures standby. I am going to work a little bit on Honda to get him up a little bit higher level so I can use him as a support field march. Because right now I don't really have a strong support field march. I do like the museum, and I'll talk about that in another video because I have some things I don't like about it. But overall, I'm going to be working on Pakal and getting another set of infantry gear all up and going, and potentially work on an archer march or even a cav march. I don't have a cav or a good archer march currently, besides just an epic and I just fill rallies and garrisons with them. I don't do anything else. I don't have an open field march. And I guess my goal is to get to that point where I have a good support march. Now, I even thought about using Trojan, but again, I feel like these are more whale-oriented commanders. And you could say that they could be for the free-to-play and low spenders like myself. I just don't see the need. I mean, I focused so heavily on my account as a garrison, and I really wish I just focused on support and open field. But at the time that I needed these commanders, I was in a weaker, lower echelon kingdom where my garrison was actually pretty good. And in this higher echelon kingdom with these Imperiums, I'm nothing to them. Like, they see me in the garrison, they're like, oh, heavy target on her because she doesn't have max tech. Like, that's it. So, I see myself as a huge backup and just not really needed. So, having a Zenobia nowadays isn't as necessary. So, I'm kind of getting used to that now. And on my 1,000-day account video, which should be coming up in about 20 days from now, I'll discuss more in depth on those topics. But let's move on and talk about other things besides what we don't have. Let's focus on what we do have. So let's go ahead and recap, right? I'm not going to be popping a buff. I'm not going to be popping a troop expansion. And I'm going to have my gear on Guan right now, and I'm just going to have 3 marches available to reinforce the garrisons and or rallies, and an open field march to help support. Other than that, I am not doing much of anything else, because right now it's just a pass. And as long as I'm on territory, and I shield when I'm offline, I should be fine. I don't see any problems. I'm going to do a lot of recording and some battle reports for you guys and do some coverage, but it will not be on a live stream again, and I apologize. I'm also recovering from being sick, so talking in a live stream and just being on stream, and my kids are still kind of sick and recovering. Thank God it was not COVID. It was just an upper respiratory infection that took my entire family out for like 2 weeks during this cold flash we had in the eastern United States. Now, with all that being said, I hope you guys took some of this information and understand why I'm not live streaming, and just enjoy life right now. And there's a lot to take in with me right now. So I've been preoccupied with a lot, and especially work has been crazy, and I can't be on my phone at work. So I'm constantly being at home and not away from my family. Anywho, long story short, I'm gonna wrap this up. You should see in tomorrow or the next day, I will do a follow-up video and recap what happened in the zone, as well as some war footage, and we'll do that all in the live stream to kind of talk about and show you. It'll be fun. But thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Drop a comment below if you fought an Imperium, how it went, and what your thoughts on live streaming the war and me taking a pass. But that's it for me, guys. Thanks again for watching. But for now, guys, just keep it real.